Good morning. Okay, so this wasn't the intent this morning. I thought I was going to do a recording on how to change your situation, whatever it is, relationship, job, whatever. Most people are afraid to jump. I'm not one of them. I just do it. I don't even look, close my eyes and leap. But a lot of you need to have reasonings behind it. But at any rate, that's not what it's about today. Today, I actually just got a phone call. See, I have a phone call. And I just showed you on camera. Well, not you, but the fact that you're there. Okay, so I told her we were going to do this. I asked her if it was all right. Because the conversation that we started having, I think just needs to be said on here for other people to see. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that's feeling this way. And she's not the only one feeling how she's feeling. So today's topic, let's just say it's about love. Is that a good one?
That's a good one.
Okay, she says that's a good one. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but she said it's a good one. All right, so we can basically start back off. We're only 3 minutes into our conversation on the phone. And as we were talking, I said, you know what, let's record this. This sounds like a good one. So that's what we're going to do. Maybe we can start back from the beginning. And what it was is they said they had commented on, I guess you commented on all 3 of the videos?
Yeah, all 3.
All 3 of them. Okay. And
the serious ones to talk to you on the phone.
The what?
Well, I left the serious ones to talk to you about on the phone.
Oh, okay. So she says she left the serious ones to talk to me on the phone. All right. So if we go back to the beginning of the conversation, and I said, oh, okay, because I'm recording right now for my daily YouTube video, and all I can see on the side is that somebody had commented. I can't see what it is. So she started saying, I learned something today. And I said, what? And she goes, I learned something about you. And I said, what? And so go ahead, tell them. Go.
Okay, that's the first time. Hold on.
Uh-huh.
I said that you didn't feel love.
Right.
So I try to show it to you.
Right.
But you don't feel it, but you know I love you.
Right. In one of the videos yesterday, I touched on the fact that while I know there's people that love me and care about me, I've never felt it. I don't know what it feels like. Because as a child, I didn't have that, so I don't know what it is. The one main individual in my space was my mom, besides a brother and a sister who are younger than me. And my mom is just not that person. She yells and she's just not nice. She doesn't say what society would deem appropriate. Least of all to me. After I grew up, my brother and my sister, the 2 right under me, there's 9 of us, but the 2 right under me, when my dad passed away in 2005, came to my house, and they both said, you know what, we want to talk to you about something. And I was like, what? And my sister brought it up first, and my brother was sitting there listening, and then he's like, yeah, we need to discuss this. And I said, what? And there, you know what, I don't know why Mom picked you to treat the way that she did. But she was very horrible to you. And we don't know why it was only you and not all of us. But it was you. And we want you to know that we saw what she was doing. And we're sorry. And I'm like, well, you don't have to be sorry for it. I don't even think about any of that shit. Because it doesn't serve me any good purpose in this space and time. And I ought not to have any of those individuals in my life anymore. I cut all of that off in 2005. And there's more reason why I cut the 2 that had come to me to talk about this, why I cut them out. it's not that I don't love them and don't care about them. I don't need the bullshit in my space, and that's what it became. But anyway, right. So I told him, don't, please don't feel bad. I guess it's a good thing that you recognized it, whatever, because I always knew why. Because I look just like my dad, right? I am just like my dad, and the fact that it's not my job to judge people. You know what? Go live your fucking life, dude. Be happy, do whatever. If you ask me if I like something you're doing or whatever, here, I'm just going to show you I'm not naked. I made this shirt, and I kind of like it. And I thought I'd wear it today, but showing from here up looks like I'm naked, and I'm not. I'm wearing that shirt I made the other day.
Nice.
See, she knows, but none of you guys know. But anyway.
I want one.
Huh?
I want one.
All right. I can make one. That's also something I do. I sew. I haven't in 18 years or something. I don't know. But I decided to pull out a sewing machine. Anyway, getting sidetracked. So I told him, you know what? I don't feel bad about it. I know I'm like my father. And I know that when she starts talking nasty about my dad, I just look at her. And I remember being 9, 10 years old telling her, you know what? That's what you think. That's not what I think. And no matter what you try to make me believe, I know what the truth is. I know what happened, and I know why he's not here. And so anyway, that's why I got all this shit. Because I stood up. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not how you are, and I will never be how you are. And the reasoning behind pretty much eliminating all contact with any of the other, like all my siblings and my mother, except on her birthday and Christmas, and a couple times during the year we probably talk on the phone, is just this. I can give you, for instance, we were sitting at a park in New Hampshire one day, and this woman walked onto what they deem a beach. It's a joke. Coming from San Diego, their beach, it looks like somebody dug a hole with a shovel and poured water in it. But anyway, this lady walked on there in a bathing suit. And my sister and all of her friends were, well, not all of them, part of them, were sitting up there. It was a T-ball thing for my nephew. And they're sitting up there degrading that woman for walking on their beach in a bikini. How dare she? What the fuck is she thinking? You know, why is she in a bikini showing off for all these boys and blah, blah. She got a lot of nerve. And then they start talking really loud for this poor woman to hear. Me, being who I am, and again, only if you know who I am, you'll know this to be true. And my son's sitting there going, Mom, why are they talking? Because I have one of my sons, Joe, with me, my baby. My 6'4" now baby, haha. And he looked at me and he goes, Mom, why are they talking about her like that? I said, because they don't know any better. So I stood up and I looked at every one of them and I said, you know what? When I go to the beach, I wear a bikini. I wear whatever the hell I want. And as long as I only have one ass instead of 4 and 5 like the rest of you, I'll wear whatever the fuck I want. Now, it's none of your business to sit here and judge her for what she's got on. And how dare you sit here and start degrading her because there happens to be little boys on this beach and she chose to wear a bikini. So I don't know who died and left all of you to be God, judge, and jury, but it's not your job, right? We left. Everything was good. My sister's laughing. Ha, ha, ha. I can't believe you put them in their place. I said, you were with them doing it, you know. And we got home. Next thing I know, she's on the phone with my mom. And she's like, I can't fucking believe what Kim just did. She embarrassed me in front of my friends. I looked at her and I said, what? I said, you were like the leader of their pack. And you were laughing when I told them what I told them. And now I'm like this evil whatever because I stood up and told your friends, you know what? You don't have the right to sit here and judge her. You don't know her. You know, and I also told them, you know what? Jealousy is an ugly thing, and so are any of you and anything backless. And that wasn't a judgment call. That was just me trying to be funny and going, look, cut it out. Who cares what she has on? So like that, my family, they're very backstabby people, basically. And that's why, you know, they always want to pull you into their drama, and I don't have time for this shit. That was just one little thing. I don't even know if that fit into what we were talking about, but I think it kind of did. Just saying, what? Huh?
I think so.
Yeah, because I just don't fit into that box that they think everybody should fit into. Oh, look what I'm saying today. You know, so-and-so looks, you know, hideous, or who the hell were they buying that? Whatever. Whatever your drama is, they always want to pull you into it. And you know what I tell them when they start talking about people? I say, is this yours? Is it yours? Does this belong to you? Is this part of your story? You were involved in it. Well, no, but, and before they can even get the but out, I tell them to shut the hell up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't need to hear it. It's not yours. So,
exactly.
I'm happy camper up here, dude. I'm the only one up here, besides my kids and my ex-husband. I'm happy up here. And I actually had my mom tell me one day, well, Kim, I don't know why you're fighting with your brothers and sisters, but I wish you wouldn't. And I said, excuse me? I said, Mom, I'm not fighting with anybody. And if any one of you told you to the contrary, they're full of shit. I said, but this is why you and I don't talk a lot. Because when I try to tell you my truths with these individuals, you don't want to believe it and you want to defend them. I don't have time for it. The truth is what it is. They know what the fuck it is. My sister wrote me a letter one time, and she tells me, well, I'd sure like to know what I ever did to you. I sat and thought about it, and, you know, I don't even live by you, so there's no way I could do anything. And I didn't even respond to her because I wanted to say, you know, you're right. Of course you would think this because this is who you are. Reality? Check reality. In reality, I allowed my sister to borrow my car for 3 months. I was very pregnant with my baby, Joe. I was not well. My blood pressure was sky fucking high. I could hardly do much of anything. This is my third pregnancy, and I'm only 22. So my sister's got the car. She's going back and forth to work. She said that's what she needed it for. There was drugs involved, blah, 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 and we're not even going to get into that part where she's concerned because that was her ride to take. But in the midst of that, she got my car towed away, got a ticket in the car first. And when they asked her who she was, she gave them my information instead of hers. And I know you know this story, the person who's on the phone.
Yep.
So I went to go visit somebody in jail, which I'd never in my life done. I'd always told everybody, if you're stupid enough to do something that ignorant, to go to jail, go to jail. Unless you were defending yourself, you know, that's a different deal. But just being stupid, if you wind up there, you'll stay there. I don't need to come visit you. I'll see you when you get out. But something told me to go visit him, this person, a relative, and I went into the El Cajon jail in San Diego to visit him. And they said, Mrs., I'm not giving my last name, if you don't leave, you're going to get arrested. And I said, what? If you don't leave, you're going to get arrested. And mind you, I'm pregnant. And I said, what? No, I lied. Take it back. I wasn't pregnant. I had him probably 3 months into this. And they showed me the ticket and everything. I got a copy of the ticket, which I still have till today. Yeah, she used all my information, and instead of giving her own, she allowed a warrant to be put out for me. Knew it and never told me. Now, you know, I'm 22, she was 20 at the time. So, okay, this is years ago. However, in 2005, and I always know leopards don't change their spots. You are who you are unless you personally truly choose to change, and I know they don't. 2005, my dad passes. So while her and my brother are saying, we're sorry Mom treated you that way and we understand, blah, 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 I asked her, by the way, and I pulled that ticket out with the court appearance and all this shit that I had done, everything stapled to it. And I said, you know what? I said, her name is Patty. I said, I just want to know who did this. You know, all these years later, who did this? I've never been told. And her response as a 40-some-year-old grown-ass woman was this. Why do you always have to be so fucking dramatic all the goddamn time? You don't need to know who did this. Why are you even asking? Hello? Are you serious right now? One, I'm not upset at all because I forgive shit and let it be. Believe me, I do. There's a lot of shit that's happened to me. I don't ever even talk about it unless it pops up in conversation somewhere because somebody else asked me about my childhood or whatever. Not because I bring it up. But anyway, I couldn't believe that a grown-ass woman had that attitude. Instead of just saying, you know, wow, Kim, it was me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I put you in jeopardy. I'm sorry that, because I asked her before, if I got pulled over, do you understand that they would put me in jail and take my children from me? Do you understand that? She didn't care. She was just as nasty that day as she was in 2005 as a 40-some-year-old grown-ass woman. That's why I leave that back there. All of them. I don't need any of that. I say hi and goodbye. I love you periodically on Messenger because she contacted me. My brother a couple times, he called me all kinds of things when my father passed away. And just got really ugly, sent me. And I still have emails from both of them. My brother said that I was a murdering bitch. And I stole the U.S. flag, that is right there. That was my dad's when he died. And I'm like, how retarded do you need to be to understand that it goes to the eldest daughter, if there is a daughter, or the wife? And my dad was not married. He was a widower. His wife passed away when I was 17, and pregnant with my first son. So of course it goes to me. But anyway, there's a whole lot to this story, and I don't even feel bad talking about it right now. I have no emotional ties to any of that shit. That was like another life. But my phone's going off, so if I keep lighting up like a Christmas light, that's why. There, it just went off again. Now I'm blind. So anyway, that's why they are where they are. And a lot of that is, I think, directly linked to why people can tell me they love me. I believe them to an extent, but I don't feel it. And that's something that I work on all the time. That's why you know what? Let me go get my little grateful book. Look at my little wall that's not done yet. Oh. So we might even get 20 minutes or better out of today's video.
Yeah, we're already at 20:46.
Well, it says 17:50 on mine, but...
Yeah, well, we started 3 minutes early.
Oh, you mean on the phone? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the video. It says just right now at 18. But anyway, yesterday's was only 12 minutes. I mean, I had to record that damn thing 4 times. And 4 times I had no volume. I was just laughing the whole time. But anyway, so that's why I do, part of why I do. This just keeps me focused. This is one of, I couldn't tell you how many gratitude-like books there are. I don't know if you can read any part of this. And you can start out simple, but that's all this is gratefuls and whatever. Every day in the morning, 5, 10 minutes, whatever it takes you, depends on what you got to say. One day I had 2 pages. That was awesome. It just depends. And you can start out saying that you're grateful just to have the arms and hands to write and the eyes to see what you're writing. You know, it could start out simple, and when you start writing certain things, it might sound like bullshit. It might feel like bullshit because you don't feel like you're happy about anything, really. Some people just get in that dark spot and they don't even want to be here, let alone start writing about things they're grateful for.
True.
You know, but the more you start writing, oh, I'm going off again. The more you start writing, the more you feel it. And it goes back to, I think it was part in yesterday's video. The more you start feeling the positive, the more the universe is going to give to you what it is that you truly desire. Like, they hear your words, there's no doubt. But it works, my eyes itching, but it works off of what you're feeling, not just your words. You got to feel what you're saying. And the more you do this, the more you do. You know, you'll feel it.
And the more you feel it.
Right. Right.
Yep.
So that's why. Anyway, now, if you have anything else to add to it.
I just think, you know, positive in, positive out. Positive out, positive in.
Right.
You know, if you're thinking positive and you're feeling positive, positive things come to you.
Right.
But if you're always negative and you think negative and you speak negative, you're only going to get negative back to you.
Because that's the only logical thing that can happen.
Exactly. It's a full circle.
If you don't feed yourself and feed yourself healthy, mentally, physically, whatever, but mostly mentally. It's like setting a tomato out and thinking it's going to just stay that tomato. No, the tomato's going to rot eventually because you're not paying it attention. You're not feeding it. You need to eat it while it's ripe.
Exactly. And you got to do the same with yourself. You've got to love yourself enough to realize if you're thinking negative, to change that into a positive.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead.
You can only love people if you love yourself.
Right.
You know, I can love you very unconditionally. But if I don't love myself unconditionally, how unconditionally am I loving you?
You can't.
You can't. Exactly.
Like, you can't give what you don't have to give.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
And most people, sadly enough, like, would walk through their lives, thinking they love everybody, and they probably do love everybody. But if you're not, or whoever they're loving, but if you're not feeling that for yourself, the kind of love you're giving out is not unconditional. Exactly. There's going to be issues probably everywhere you turn because you don't know how to do that.
Yes.
Something like that.
And there's very, back to this part where you don't feel the love that people give you. You know they love you, but you don't feel it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people out there that are that way.
Maybe.
I feel...
My phone's going off.
I feel that the ones that I know truly love me, I can feel it. Mm-hmm. But if I don't think that they love me, I don't feel that. Mm-hmm. But then you know me. Mm-hmm. You know what's happened to me in my life and what my roadblocks are.
Right.
And getting over those roadblocks is an energy exercise in itself.
Right. That's where all these things come from.
Yes.
All these other writings over here. And all these, let me see. Well, this one got kind of messed up. But this is my, what is it? My money focus wheel. That helps when you want your finances better.
Yeah.
I have crap, I have all kinds of stuff. I have a vision board that, honestly, I started as a thing to bring more positive, well, not even more positive, because I keep my space, 99.9%, my space is positive. People that know me will know that. But, so this was just to bring more of what I desired into my world, and it wound up being completely about a relationship. The more I started writing, the more I was like, what the hell is this? I wasn't asking for a relationship, but guess what?
It ended up being a relationship.
I'm guessing, my phone keeps going off and lighting me up like a Christmas tree. My guess is it's going to be Rob. I'll have to flip it and look. My friend that I grew up with. We used to date when we were teenagers. It cracks me up now that we talk. Anyway, we have fun. But anyway, so the universe is saying, guess what? The relationship's coming, so you better start putting on there what you want about it.
Yep, and clean out some space in your closet.
And that's what I said on one of my things, and that's going to be one of my lessons or whatever you want to call it, a workshop that we're going to be able to do. I'm going to do that. You need to clean out your own space in order to invite another person in. If you're living in cluttered conditions, your house is cluttered, it's not how you like it. If you got negative spaces and you need to move furniture to feel comfortable, whatever needs to be done, clear out your space in order to bring the other individual in.
Yep, and in that space, it's not just the actual space, it's actually your mind too.
Right.
You know, clean out but he did this to me, and I'm scared that this one's going to do this to me.
Well, yeah, you got to let go of that shit. Oh, there it is.
Some of your baggage.
Right. And here's, now, I guess texting, they didn't get the answers they wanted, so now somebody was calling if you're hearing that beep, 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 beep. Not answering.
No, I'm not hearing the beep, beep.
Oh, good. But they might on the video. And then, so here is your relationship, what I call focus wheel. Obviously, it's not a wheel. And I drew this myself, so it's not like the bestest of whatever. But you put your intent in here. What is it that you want? And out here, you put the positive aspects of how you're going to go about getting it. And then down here, whatever positive things you want to write, put it in here. This I just did for shits and giggles, I guess. It was just for a design. You can color in this, do whatever you want with this. Whatever makes you feel good, that's the point. That's the point.
Yep.
So that would be one of the little workshops that we can do. And ridding yourself, go ahead.
And if something makes you feel just horrible or not comfortable,
right,
back out.
Right.
It's okay.
That's right. That was in the last video. That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
It's okay to knock people out of your life that don't serve you any good.
And that doesn't mean, I know there's going to be some people going, well, I don't need them to do this and that. It doesn't mean serve you good as in giving you money or giving you things. That's not anything near what I'm talking about. I mean,
exactly.
If it's not giving you, they are not allowing you that peaceful, happy feeling inside when they're in your presence. You need to wipe that away. If you have tried to rectify that with them and it's still not working, see you later. See you later.
Alligator. And I don't care if it's your kids, your family, your parents, your grandparents, a friend off the street. If they're not serving you to make you feel happy.
Well, remember, though, see the wording there? They can't make you anything.
Yeah, that's true.
It's on you. But if they're... Go ahead.
If you don't feel comfortable with them, it's okay to back out.
Yeah.
If they don't, if you do not feel the love, the happiness, then they're serving nothing.
Right. They're not allowing you to feel whatever. Allowing, I don't mean like it's up to them to do it. I mean, it's like it's not allowing a good feeling in you.
Yeah, you're not allowing yourself.
Yeah, because it's not working. When you have anything but positive feeling about anything, I don't care if it's the car you drive, the job you have, the dog you think you need it, so you bought it and it bit you in the ass, the house, the whatever. If anything is not giving you that positive, happy, good feeling, anything, whatever it is,
then they need to be out of your life.
Rethink it. Now, there was something else I was going to say, but it kind of just left. I don't remember what it was I was going to say. And it, probably come back. If it's important, it would. But
it's all the energy that you put into somebody.
Well, I put in everything I have, which I found was a downfall in the beginning. So that was something else to work with. Because, you remember when it came to Rick.
Oh, God, yeah.
when we were in Benson.
He never really made you. He never really. You weren't happy.
Well, I was happy until, I didn't know what the reaction was coming from me when that broke up, because it wasn't even there long. I don't know where any of that shit came from. None of it. But it helped me. I laid in that bed for 2-3 weeks. I didn't even want to go to school. I never didn't even want to go to work. And I never, ever felt like that before. And I'm like, why is this guy giving me this? Why am I feeling this way over that when it was only there for a couple weeks? I don't understand this. Now I understand it, I get it. It's not about me. It never was about me. It's about him. He told me he was one way. He told me who he wanted me to think he was. And in that 2 weeks,
showed you what
he knew. He couldn't keep up. Well, yeah, they can't keep up the facade anymore. You can't build something solid on fucking mud. You can't do it. And he knew that he wasn't being honest with me, and he knew that I was seeing this. So it wasn't about him, it was about me. He was not good for me. When anything doesn't give you,
he wasn't good for you.
When anything doesn't give you that happy feeling, that's your inner self telling you, hey, hello, Will Robinson, move on. Whatever it is. Because when you feel anything but the happy, the positive, joyful about any situation, that's yourself telling you this is not the correct way for you to be right now.
You need to split ways.
Right.
Kind of like how I did with my brother Ralph.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's different.
He's definitely different. And I don't even talk to my other brother because his life is totally different.
Yeah, but that doesn't have anything to do with him.
Yeah, but she don't let me talk to him. She always answers the phone.
Well,
and she'll say, well,
I know that's what you're feeling, but in reality, he's a grown-ass man.
Yep.
He knows how to answer a phone. He knows where you are, how to get a hold of you, and he could get a phone and call you if he chose. So it's not truly only on Marilyn.
Well, that's true. It's not totally on her.
Yeah. I mean, she has the ability to not, I guess, keep the phone by him, so it's always in her pocket or something so she can answer it. But the reality of it all is, he has the ability to contact if that's what he wants. It was like Tony and I. His family used to tell me all the time, oh, his ex-wife kept him from seeing us. Yeah, we hated her. He never wanted anything to do with us because of her. And I told him from the gate, has nothing to do with her. Thunder's coming. He's a grown-ass man. He makes his own decisions. It's easy to point the finger at her, but it's not her. So what? I tell you something, they're coming from, and I'm dead serious. If a woman, a guy, whoever I'm in a relationship with comes to me and say, well, you're not going to go see your sister anymore, your kids anymore, your whatever, I don't fucking like them, blah, 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 blah. How far do you think that's going to go with me?
Oh, that don't go with you.
See ya. Hit the freaking bricks, dude.
Just like it doesn't go with me.
Hit the bricks. You're not going to dictate to me who I can and can't see. I'm a grown-ass individual. I make those decisions. So I know, again, it's easy for 80% of the population to say, well, if he didn't this and if she didn't that, I wouldn't have hit him. I wouldn't have punched a hole in the wall.
Just like that guy I was dating, oh gosh, that was what, 3 years ago?
The what?
Just like the guy that I was dating like 3 years ago, like Jesse, where he said all of my family were just mooches, and because my nephew was down and I was taking him to court.
Well, I remember you doing that, but I don't remember that person.
Oh, you
see,
got it.
Well, that's it.
But that's how unimportant he is.
See, that's what it is. I'm lucky and I'm blessed in the fact that shit that has absolutely no meaning just goes away from me. There's people that have been in my life, probably most of it, and I couldn't tell you what their names are now.
Yeah, it took me a minute to even remember his name. And it's funny. It was funny because he was like, the only person he really wanted me talking to was you. And that was lasted a whole, what, 2 weeks?
Something. I don't know, because I don't remember him. But
yeah, because he was just unimportant. He was not a, oh, how do I put this? He was not an important part of my world.
Well, it was a narcissist if he only wanted you to deal with him and nobody else. That's what a narcissist does. And their behaviors just get worse and worse. So whoever he was, bless him, be gone with him.
Yeah, he was just my lesson to be learned.
There you go. There you go.
I learned to fast, too, for once.
Do what?
The hard way in being years.
Do what?
I learned it the easy way. I didn't take the hard way. I learned it fast.
Well, yeah, good.
I'm like, Bill, it took me, what, 4 years?
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders took me all that time, 4 years, to realize how negative he was in my life.
Right.
And how unhappy I was.
Right.
That'll never happen again.
No. We all get little situations like that, and we can hope that the more they are, the less we accept. Because the faster you learn. Like now, and I feel bad sometimes if there's like a guy coming at me, because I'm thinking, you know what, the littlest thing, and I'm going to be like, bye.
Yep, I know.
But that's not fair. So I need to fine tune that, because you know, they don't have to like everything I like. They don't have to a lot of things that you know what I mean? I don't even know how to explain that right now, but I need to.
A whole nother video, baby. A whole nother video.
Right. And I get afraid that I'll be cutting people out too soon without giving them a chance. That's what it is.
Oh, I do that.
You know.
I already do that.
Well, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
I need to get past that.
Right.
Because I'll never have a happy relationship until I do.
Right. You can't bring all your ugly with you. And you know what? I think I touched, I don't even know if I touched on this in one of the videos, but I think I did. My screen's blinking, so I don't know if it's because of the lightning, the thunder or what. If we go off, that'll be why. But, what did you just say? Because then I forgot what I was saying.
Oh, it's thundering here, too.
Yeah, but that's not what we were talking about.
No, you gotta take all the garbage out before you can have a healthy.
Oh, that's what I said. I don't know if I touched on that in a video, but I said, what is the one thing, and this is going to be a workshop too, what is the one thing, consistent thing in every one of your relationships?
Me.
That's it. You. 90% of the people don't even get it. And when I say that, they actually get pissed off, which I don't know why either. But I'm like, look, dude.
It's off because it's only the truth. There's only one common denominator in every relationship.
Absolutely.
Unless you're having a relationship with the same exact person over and over and over again.
With you. You mean with yourself?
That's why I is single, because I be working on myself.
Dude, I live with myself for 10 years. Except for when, you know, Tony came and went and whatever. But I was still living my world. I went 3 years without even anything. And I was okay with that.
Yep, I'm getting that way.
Good.
I'm getting to that point where if I have a relationship, great. If I don't, you know what? That's okay too.
Well, first of all, the most important relationship any of us will ever have is with ourselves. But what I was going to say is, you can never change anybody. You cannot go into a relationship going, oh, I can fix this, I'll do this, and it'll make him better. No, baby, it won't. If he's that way in the beginning, here's a secret. If they show you their true colors in the beginning, don't try to paint that fucking picture over, because it is what it is. When you see crazy coming, run your ass across the street. Avoid that, because that's not going to change. If you feel that bad in the beginning, there's a reason for it, and run. You cannot change anybody but yourself. That's it. So work on you, and the more positive will come in those relationships that are coming at you.
Yep.
Because they can't be in that spot if you're not. If you're not. So, you know, you get better. It gets better. Look, we're on almost 40 minutes here.
Oh my gosh, really?
I know, right?
Oh, good.
So, I know. But I'm gonna end the video, and then I'll just start talking to you if we're gonna stay on the phone. I don't have to work until 7 o'clock tonight. Actually, she has cooking. So.
Yeah, I don't have to work today at all.
Okay, so let me say bye to these guys. All right, everybody. See ya. Have a good day. Love you all. Be happy. And remember, it's all good. Oh, and let me see. What is my I know for the day? Because I said I want to add a I know for a fact. I know for a fact that whatever's happening in my space right here in this moment is happening because I'm choosing it to. Not because anybody made me to. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. All right. Have a good day. Be happy. And remember, it's all good because it is. See ya.